hard work pays, but also you need to be strategic. You shouldn't invest in a business that doesn't pay you year to year. This business of poultry works very well. Starting is very easy for everyone, but maintaining is difficult. That is the reason why some of the people fail. But farming is made for the young and the old people, women and men. But my question is, are you ready for it? Because it takes a lot to be a farmer. Not only looking into what you're going to earn from your business, what you're going to remove from your business, but what they need to survive every day. But in poultry, it is worth it. So let's learn how you can survive in poultry farming without stressing yourself, but earning. Last week, I shared a feed formula that is concerning how you can feed your chicken cheaply and earn money from them. And one of the comments that I received, that sunflower that we use has fats, what. But my dear, I'm telling you that sunflower that we use is fat-free. After harvesting sunflower from the garden, they extract oil from the sunflower that has fats. Then the waste is used as the chicken feeds. The waste from the sunflower, they become caked. They turn caked, and that cake is milled again to get the powder. So that sunflower that is milled again is used as chicken feed to balance the body fats of our chicken. So if you use sunflower directly from the garden, it has fats. I'm sure that sunflower has fats because they extract oil from it. And it might be more expensive than the sunflower that we buy. My advice is, if you cannot access cheap things like fish meal, sunflower, use a concentrate because it simplifies each and everything. If you are an area where you cannot buy things that are very cheap, use whatever is around you. So my dear viewers, some of the farmers that you admire started small, like maybe with 200 chicken, 500 chicken, like I started with 500, faced challenges and went ahead with the business, because every business faces challenges. Myself, I first brooded the chicks, the first bunch and the second in the house, in the bedrooms of my children. If you can imagine the dust that comes out of the chicken from day 1 up to a month and a half. The first bunch, the second one, the smell that comes out of the chicken, sleeping with them in an enclosed house, just opening windows. So you can start wherever you are. I remember I slept with chicken feeds for over 2 years plus before I got a feed store. So don't think that you're alone, you're stressed, everything is not in good condition. We've been there, and some people are still struggling. They're still pushing, and they'll reach where they want to be. So don't stress yourself. Keep on pushing, and we ourselves, we are still pushing. So don't give up. To get big money, you have to first make the small money and understand how to manage it. Poultry farming in a small scale makes money also. So don't overemploy people to help. You end up spending your earnings instead of increasing on your earnings or expanding your business. So don't overemploy. Don't use expensive items. Do not compete with other people. Slowly, you will achieve what you want from your business. There is a lot of money in farming because we eat daily, but you have to be patient so that you can reach that demand. The market for our produce is always there. the demand for the eggs is endless. I got this comment that you collect a lot of eggs but there is no market. My dear, there is market. Actually, if I had no market, then the business wouldn't have grown, because it is itself that it has improved itself slowly by slowly. I sell eggs, I sell the chicken, I expand. In COVID-19 2020, that is when the demand for eggs was very down, but we didn't fail to sell the eggs. We sold all the eggs that we had on cheap prices, but we ended up with 0 eggs in the store. So it means that demand for food is endless. So don't worry about the market. The market is open and you cannot feed the whole market, because every person needs food every day. If you want to succeed in poultry or in raising chicken, whether layers or broilers, do things slowly. You want to construct a chicken structure or a chicken house, first buy things that requires you a lot of money, but you buy them in small quantities. For example, the iron sheet, once you get some money, you buy some iron sheets and keep them aside. You want to buy other sheets, you keep them aside. You want to buy poles, you keep them aside. Like that, you end up buying all the requirements that you want, but you're not stressed that it is time to construct. I have to go to the market and buy each and everything at once. You end up not starting the business, however you constructed the structure. So buy, take a break. Buy something, take a break. And that is what I've been doing all this time. I want to brood the chicks. 2 months later, I buy a bag. I find a bag of charcoal. You buy one, you keep it at home. You buy the second one, you keep it at home. Slowly by slowly, you buy the carpets that you have to brood on, you keep them. You buy the charcoal stoves, you keep them at home. By the time you start brooding, you're left out with a few things that you need, and those few things you can buy them at once. You pass by a forest, they are cutting trees, you're capable of buying 10 poles only. Buy those 10 and keep them aside. Here is our progress in the chicks, local chicks. So starting small is not a bad idea. You can start small and expand slowly by slowly. In December, we shall be celebrating 6 years of raising chicken, being in a poultry business that has grown. So our success is our happiness. I started harvesting my maize. Though it is raining these days, I harvest a little by a little. Let me give you one of my challenges that I faced. I bought 2 goats last year, and one of the goat was killed by the wild dogs, and this second one was attacked by the bees. After a few weeks, when the first one died, the second one that remained was attacked by the bees. We have bees around near the farm. I had tied them behind the chicken houses to eat the grass, because there are a lot of feeds for the goats behind the chicken houses, but there are some bees that are in that place. So I ended up losing one, that it was killed by the wild dogs, and one was attacked by the bees. But it didn't die. That is why it has no ears right now. The ears were chopped off by the bees, and it spent like 2 weeks without eating. No, it wasn't crying, no eating, but it used to drink a little bit of water. And right now it is pregnant. I expect some new goats on the farm, but each and every business has its own challenges. So if you decide to give up just because of that simple challenge that you got, then you're doing a wrong thing. For me, I learn from the challenges that right now I cannot take them behind. I just feed the goats, my remaining goat, in the compound at home, because I learned that there are a lot of wild dogs that move around the farm and they might kill even the remaining goat. So there are a lot of challenges that you're going to face, but if you start small, you will grow slowly and you will find challenges that you can handle. Maybe you're passing through the pain, the stress, you're thinking, what should you do next? But ladies and gentlemen, I have ever been there. I shared all the story where I started from and where I am right now. So in some of my previous videos, so that the stress you're passing through, I've ever been there. Don't give up. Keep on going. Life will change. Sometimes you might get a lot of challenges, but accept that challenges are human. Last time I shared that when you're mixing up the chicken feeds using a fish meal, you use 100 kilograms of maize bran and you add in 20 kilograms of fish meal. So in that formula, you add in broken 50. So while mixing up the chicken feeds, in those 50 kilograms of broken maize, we add in at least 10 so that you cannot dilute the fish you added in the feeds that you're going to mix up. We add in at least 10 kilograms to cover up the broken maize that you added in. So every kilogram you add in, you have to consider the fish meal that you mixed in so that you don't dilute it. So that is what I wanted to share with you. Thanks a lot. Let's meet in the next